What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. 2Bob29, in the building. How are we doing, y'all? How are we doing on this wonderful Thursday evening? Hopefully, everyone's having a fun day. I know I am. I have had a jam-packed day myself. Filled with work and doctor's appointments and accounting and taxes and all of that wonderful stuff. But good to have y'all here. Hopefully, y'all are having a fun day. Flex will be joining us. I believe he is running just a tad late, dealing with some personal stuff on his end. I'm keeping my eyes out for if he joins on in. Hopefully we can get him on the stream prior to the blog read, because once I start recording, I'm kind of zoned out. But anyway, hopefully everybody's having a good day. Robbie Hart, welcome on in. Hello. Tank Daddy, you ran out of snacks. Well, that's not good. Hopefully we can get you some more Mortal Kombat. It is time. It's 2Bob time. I can dig it. I'm the one. It's that time of the week. It is indeed. Welcome on in, D. Meyer. That's not very nice now, is it? Boo. I always have a contingency plan in place in case you... Gelfling, welcome on in. Unfortunately, I can't do anything for the stuff that you might like or that you might hate. I just read stuff. That's what I do. But good to have you here. Stephen Randall, hello. Frey, welcome on in. 4 tornado warnings. Hopefully none of them are close by, Immortal. That is not good news. Big Show, what is up? Welcome on in. What's going on, Ben? LC Blue, how are you doing is the better question. Good to have you here tonight. Stewart, is there a new character? Well, I guess you're going to have to just wait for the blog to see. That's all I can tell you. At the NFL draft in Green Bay, let me know if we get new tricks, Cena shards this weekend. Again, I guess you're going to have to wait and see. Flying solo tonight? No, I am not. Like I was saying a little bit earlier, I know people are still funneling in. Flex is currently dealing with some things, and he should hopefully be around soon. Hopefully he can get in before the blog read, because once I start recording, like I was saying before, then I'm in the zone and I'm recording. What's going on, IK? How are you? Jay Nasty Booty, what is up, Jay? How are you doing? Hopefully you don't mind. Earlier today, I kind of quoted a couple of things that you were saying, and I felt like I was quite long-winded, but I was really trying to get that point driven home, so hopefully you don't mind. I apologize if you do. That's good, Mortal. That's good that you're far away, so that's good news to hear that you are safe. Bro, what is code, bro? The code is kick back, relax, and grab some snacks. The Texan CP, what is up? Welcome on in. Tito Dos Macho, hello, good to see you. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. For those of you that know, I had a massive ingrown toenail that was taken care of recently, so today was a follow-up at the podiatrist. So I'm doing okay. Don J, welcome on in. Hey, Don J, you, my friend, might want to stay tuned for the blog. Any Cena shards this weekend? I mean, unfortunately, right this moment, I can't see them because I'm looking at chat and the background screen. But who knows? Maybe. Next weekend should be a new Eddie if they keep it going like this last several MLCs. I would love that if that was the case, IK. Absolutely. You're getting to your daughter's soccer game. Hey, go have some fun, LC. Go cheer her on. Hopefully she has a fun time. That's awesome to hear, Jay. Awesome. I'm glad that hopefully I can kind of push the good fight. And I think that you do too. 1 Bob, 0 more Bobs, 2 Bobs. Steiner math. 192% chance of having Bob reading your blog tonight. That's for sure. Next week is called Viva La Mania. No, next week is what's it called? It's like Cinco de Mania, I think, or something like that. Mac, welcome on in. Hello. You hope Mama Two Bob's doing good. Me too, Soup. She's I actually got her on the right track. She has a physical therapist coming to the house now who did another assessment for like 3 hours on her. And turns out the physical therapy that she was doing before was people that were just telling her to do certain things that didn't actually look into the problem that she really had, and it was making her worse. So happy that she's on the right track now. Slowly but surely, we're all getting there. Elsky, what is up? Just grabbed you a case. Nice. Arg, welcome on in. What up, Do Hendry? How you doing? Good to see ya. Jimmy B, hello. Well, duh, there's Cena shards. Of course you can't see him. That's what I'm saying, Ben. I can't see him, you know? Smokey Brown, welcome on in. All right, good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. So, it has been a heck of a Mania month so far. We're almost a week removed from Mania at this point. Is there anybody in chat who has not seen WrestleMania that is going to watch WrestleMania? Is that still like a thing? Or have you already seen Mania if you didn't catch it live type of thing? Don't you dare spoil anything. That's why I'm asking. I'm not saying anything. I'm asking for the rest of you out there. Because it is Mania month. We just had the whole Mania weekend. We had the Raw after Mania. All this type of stuff. I don't know if anyone's going to feel some type of way if they talk about Mania. Even though it's, 5-6 days removed. For me, I don't know. I feel like we're living in the day of media and all that stuff. Social media. And it's like, even if you haven't seen Mania, you've probably seen all the clips of the fights and the content that you want to see by now. But I'm just curious. I'm just asking a question because I'm sure people are going to want to talk about Mania during Mania month, the week following Mania. Maybe just could just be me. Could just be me though. After 3 days, spoilers ain't spoilers anymore. Should I get the SummerSlam moment? Not sure I have. Hi, McMenemy. I don't know. I will make that prize wall video later on, I guess. I don't have a perfect answer. I'm the moment guy. I get every moment if I can. So I'm biased. I don't know what to tell you. Mae Young beating Charlotte was the highlight of the weekend. You saw everything but the women's triple threat? Dude, that was a great match, Hendry. That was a great match. Thanks to me. Hey, no worries, Tito. Glad you can enjoy it. By now, all bets are off. It's been 4 days. Okay, listen. Here's what we're going to do, okay? Because I was here on Monday night stream with Bro, and we didn't do spoilers and all that stuff because people are still going to watch. What I will openly say is I'm not going to bring anything up, but what I will say is, like, if people start talking about it in chat, I'm not going to start deleting messages and pretending like it doesn't exist. And don't take this as a way as like, oh, Bob said he wasn't going to ban me type of thing. Like, I'm not going to, because you're allowed to talk about whatever you want to talk about is kind of my outlook at this point. But I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to be like, oh, this was the best match because so-and-so beat this person. And man, did you see the angle with these and da-da-da-da-da-da? Right? Like, if people want to talk, to me, at this point, people should be allowed to talk. Okay? But I'm not going to be like, okay, guys. All right, chat. Time to go through every single match and rank it 1 through 5. That'd be a little bit wonky, you know what I mean? Remember when RoboCop did a 450 off the building? It was... that's great. That's great. Bret Hart killing Randy Orton. Oh, I heard something about that, LC Blue. That I was actually just talking about that in the faction chat. someone brought it up is like, did you see the Rock on Pat McAfee show? And I was like, all I heard was like this like 5 or 10 second clip where he's like, yeah, I didn't want to interfere and make a whole issue about it. And we wanted the main focus to be on the guys in the ring, or some BS bailout answer that was really, really bad. You know what I mean? It was just bad. So I don't know. To me, it was dumb. If you weren't gonna do anything about it, then you shouldn't have done anything about it back at Elimination Chamber. But if you were, then fine, go do something about it. That's my take. I'm also not a fan of the final boss like Zandal is. Shout out Zandal. At some point, the ones who haven't seen anything go somewhere if they don't want to know who. I mean, look, hey, listen, it's all on you guys. What about the new heel couple? Yeah, that one's a weird one to me. I don't know. I mean, whatever. Let them run it, I guess. No banning. Yeah. No banning from Donjay, and I am gonna be preoccupied reading you all a blog. So no banning from me either, I guess. So there's that. Total BS. Yeah, I agree. I didn't like it. So it is what it is. Platinum Patrick Flex should be here. He did DM me. He let me know that he is with, I think it's with the family right now, or something along those lines. But he should be here. I guess somebody also said there was a raid incoming, so I'm given like a buffer of a couple minutes before I just deep dive into the blog read and then kind of shut down mentally, because then I'm going to just do the recording thing. But yeah, look, I mean, hopefully y'all are having a great day. Hopefully y'all enjoyed Mania. I listen, I know people are going to say I'm crazy. I loved the Raw after Mania. That was kick-ass, legitimately. So that was super fun. It was good. It was good. Seems like a clickbait question. Y'all are absolutely wild. Y'all are absolutely crazy. Was this the best Raw after Mania? I don't know if it was the best. The thing is, Steven Randall, I feel like because there's been so many, it's very hard to pinpoint what the best is. Maybe that's just a me thing, because everyone always thinks about like modern stuff and the most recent stuff as being the best or the worst, and there's like no in between. So it's kind of interesting, but I think it was a very good Raw after Mania for sure. Hey, Donjay's spot on there. Donjay's a huge NXT fan, and Donjay's actually, I don't think he knows this, but Donjay's one of the main reasons that I got into actually liking to watch NXT, because of how much that he used to hype it up. And like, I don't really have access to watching it or understanding where to watch it. And so shout out to the faction for making that available, because there's a lot of people that hang out in voice chat and enjoy watching wrestling and talking about wrestling. So, but yeah, it was good. I think the only thing I caught on NXT was what I think everybody unanimously said was the best match, which was the male triple threat match. That was awesome. That was just awesome. Bob, I just need you to tell me there's 60 Bliss shards for me pre-feud CSS. I could tell you whatever I want, McMenemy. It doesn't mean it's going to be true. Yeah, Oba's just Oba's my guy. So here's the thing, Donjay. This is what I was talking about. Is like, if you give me kind of like what they had with who was it? Priest and Drew had the street fight match at Mania. Is that what it was called? Something like that, right? Bottom line is a no DQ match, okay? If you give me Oba versus Jacob in a no DQ match at Mania, GG. You there, Flex?
I am here, sir.
Wonderful.
Sorry for
Hold
the
on.
delay. Good things come
Can
to those who wait.
can we all hear Flex? Yes or no? I just got him in on the Discord call, so hopefully y'all can hear him.
I am here, all. Sorry for the delay. All right.
Heard. Yep. Okay. Awesome. There you go. The chat can hear you. That is good news. Alrighty. Just in time, actually. We're gonna pause our little background music that we got going on, and let me go ahead and pull up because it is 15 minutes after the hour. So we're gonna go ahead and pull up. Whoop, whoop. It's not linked in. Here we go. Da-da-da-da. The blog. Hold on, let me give it a refresh.
Ooh,
And in
look at that.
fact,
Hustlin Flash Feuds.
in fact,
Hustlin Bob.
let me hold on. I'm not doing all that now. Hold on. What I am gonna do though is I'm gonna go ahead and clear the cache, and I'm gonna refresh 2 more times for good measure. There we go.
Absolutely.
Bam. We've done it. We've
There it
taken
is.
care of it. Alrighty, chat. I unfortunately can no longer see you on my screen. Flex, however, most certainly can, and he will go ahead and answer all of your questions as you lay them out there. There is no more background music. We're going to start our blog read recording right now. So, what is going on, everybody? My name is 2Bob29. Welcome on back into the lounge. Make sure to kick back, relax, and grab some snacks. I do have with me here my blog reading partner in crime. It is the one and only Flex, the Don Flex. How's this Thursday evening treating you, my friend?
Oh, hectic. What's up, Streammate? Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Friday to those in the future, and happy blog read Thursday evening to those that are on the other side of the world. So we got a lot to read tonight. Obviously, we are coming off the heels of a big WrestleMania weekend. Bob, did you enjoy it?
WrestleMania was great. We were talking about it in the chat. I'm still kind of up in the air. There's a lot of people out there that are like, spoilers, no spoilers. Is it really spoilers after 4 days? So it's been interesting. It's been a fun time. But I loved Mania weekend. I really, really did. What about yourself?
Great time to be a wrestling fan,
Yeah.
especially this time of year.
Oh yeah. Well, let's get on into it. We do have the new blog read. It is a post created by the one and only Scopely on April 24th. Today it is the Hustlin Flash Feuds. Hey John Cena,
Boy.
you want to destroy wrestling? Why don't you crush some gems with the WWE Champions Universe instead? Get your special edition Hustle, Loyalty, Respect poster in the loot and collect enough shards this weekend and next week towards the unlock. Find rare gears on the prize wall alongside superstar shards, ultimate, powerful straps, and more. And on Friday only, grab a free +1 MP feud perk in the store. Don't miss out on this.
That's a big one.
As
That's a big one.
always, chat, make sure, please note, screenshots taken from a test environment. All of the following information is subject to change. Parts of the contest might still be a work in progress. So, as always, check in the game for the most up-to-date content. The schedule that we have for this weekend, let me get this on one screen. Boom! The schedule that we got, the events are as follows. The solo contest begins on the 25th at reset time, and it ends on the 28th at reset. The faction contest also begins on the 25th at reset and ends at midnight Pacific on the 28th. The Battlegrounds competition starts, also reset on the 25th, and that will end on the 27th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. The War Score competition number 1, guess what? It begins on the 25th at reset time, and it ends on the 26th at 3 a.m. Pacific. The War Score competition number 2 starts when the first one ends on the 26th at 3 a.m. Pacific, and it ends on the 26th at 1 p.m. Pacific. War Score Competition 3 starts on the 26th at 1 p.m. Pacific, ends on the 27th at 1 a.m. Pacific, And the last War Score competition starts on the 27th at 1 a.m. Pacific and ends on the 27th at 1 p.m. Pacific. The Flash Feuds themselves run from the 25th, 6 p.m. Pacific time, all the way through to reset on the 27th. That is your schedule for the weekend. The reward highlights this weekend. We have the MLC Chase Special Edition Hustle Loyalty and Respect Holographic John Cena. He is a 5,000 shard unlock. There will be 1,725 more shards during next week's Golden Mania contest. I'm assuming there will be more information on that as the days progress. The regular shards that you can earn this weekend, there are 1,260 of his 5,000 shards for free in the solo milestones. And under the premium side of things, there is another 1,140 in the solo milestones, 200 more in offers, and 400 more in the web shop events at WWEChampions.com. You can also get him guaranteed in the top leaderboard ranks, and you can find his full poster and even more shards by spinning the loot. And for those of you that haven't recruited Twisted Bliss just yet, there is another 180 shards in the solo milestones for free and 120 additional shards in the solo milestones under the premium section. The main prize wall. You can redeem your Hustlin medallions for awesome rewards here. This is your subject to change screenshot. As you can see, a decent chunk of very high quality gears and shards. Definitely not a SmackDown March 2024 gear for anyone in particular in chat with a light blue name and a sword by their name. Certainly not. The gears that are available: Rhea Ripley, Mommy's on Top Survivor Series 2024, CM Punk, Voice of the Voiceless, WrestleMania 24 gear, the Charlotte Flair Bow Down to the Queen Fastlane 23 gear, the Jey Uso Yeet gear, the gear that is going to make a certain moderator all tingly inside, the Naomi Return of the Glow SmackDown gear, the Maxine Dupree Alpha Academy gear, the Tonga Loa New Bloodline gear, and Rey Mysterio Hall of Fame Silver Edition gear. On top of that, we have lots and lots and lots of shards. I don't think we can get all of these on one page, unfortunately, but the shards that we do have on this first page is Voice of the Voiceless, CM Punk, Jey Uso Yeet, Mommy's on Top, Rhea Ripley, Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax, The Storm is Coming, Jade Cargill, Seth freaking Rollins, King Gunther, The Story Continues, Cody Rhodes, L.A. Knight, Showboat. We also have Roman Reigns, the OTC, Io Sky of Damage Control, Charlotte Flair Bow Down to the Queen, Jacob Fatu of the New Bloodline, and CM Punk, Best in the World. We also have Ultimate straps on the prize wall. There is a 150% move strap for Rhea Ripley, Mommy's on Top, a 100% gem defense strap for Rhea Ripley, Mommy's on Top, a 150% gem damage for the new Hustle Loyalty Respect Special Edition John Cena, Twisted Bliss, and the Body Jesse Ventura. All of those are your 150 gem damage straps, and on top of that, there is also the straps, the gear chips, 6-star gold tokens, moment coins, strap parts, and more. If you watch my videos, you know this is what I call the cleanup crew stuff. We're going to be going over some Hustlin bags as well, so I'm sure, just like always, you will see that there is a chance to get the weekend character in these bags at 3-star bronze. There are also 20 shard drops of the following characters, as well as probably some more underneath them. But just keep in mind, when you see that we are talking about Hustlin bags as we continue to read the blog, these are the bags that we are referencing. Find these contest superstar bags in the milestones and the tours. The solo contest. earn solo contest points in the Feud Battlegrounds competition and tours. The max milestone is 12 million points. The reward highlights for the solo contest: 2,400 John Cena Hustle Loyalty Respect Special Edition shards, 300 Twisted Bliss shards, 7 of those Hustlin bags, and 85 Hustlin medallions. The top 40 players can earn the brand new John Cena Hustle Loyalty Respect Special Edition at up to 6-star silver. There are also contest superstars for the solo, not for the feud, but the solo. The tasks are to win a match in the Challenge Tour with the following characters. You can do them all one time for 140,000 points each time. You can do that with Twisted Bliss. You can do it with the new Hustle Loyalty Respect John Cena Special Edition. You can do it with the Last Time Is Now John Cena. You can do this with Mommy's on Top, Rhea Ripley, and of course, CM Punk, voice of the voiceless. The Feud Battlegrounds competition. Win faction feud battles with contest superstars to earn big points. The max milestone is 300 million points. Some shard bags here, just for those of you that forget what those look like. The rewards. You are going to be able to get 24 class styles shard bags, 4 of each class, as you saw above. 10 more Hustlin medallions, those are prize wall medallions. 10,000 Hustlin Flash Feud loot coins. 2,125,000 solo contest points. And of course, the top 1 player in the game gets a 4-star gold John Cena Special Edition Hustle Loyalty and Respect. The top 300 can earn regular gear chips and Hustlin loot coins on the leaderboard. Those valuable gear chips and feud loot coins can be used to unlock gears directly in your roster. The CSS for the Feud Battlegrounds are as follows. For feud number 1, of course, the Hustle Loyalty and Respect Special Edition John Cena is here. And you can go ahead and win 2 fights with him at 6.625 million points per fight. The Chain Gang Special Edition has the same ratio, 2 fights, 6.625. Logan Paul, the Ultimate Disruptor, 2 fights for 6.6. Any Dominic Mysterio, 2 fights for 2.5. That is your Feud 1 CSS. The Feud 2 CSS. We also have John Cena, The Last Time Is Now, Limit 2, 6.6. We have Jey Uso Yeet, Limit 2 at 6.6. The Story Continues, Cody Rhodes, Limit 2 at 6.6. And any Drew McIntyre, Limit 2 at 2.5. For feud number 3, we have Twisted Bliss, Limit 2 at 6.6. Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax, Limit 2 at 6.6. Raquel Rodriguez, the Powerhouse, Limit 2 at 6.6. And of course, any SmackDown, Limit 2 at 2.5. And for the final feud number 4, it is Mommy's on Top, Limit 2, 6.6. Jade Cargill, Limit 2, 6.6. Naomi, Return of the Glow, is Limit 2, 6.6 mil. And any Raw character, any Raw brand character is Limit 2 for 2.5 million points. So a lot of points to be had in CSS. The faction contest. Spend your feud loot coins, collect prize wall medallions, and evolve and fuse up superstars for points to progress in this contest. The max milestone is 1 shy of 50 million points. The reward highlights, as you can see, are 3 Hustlin bags, 1 Hustlin prize wall medallion, and 30,000 strap parts. There are improved leaderboard rewards, however. As you can see, there is the Hustlin Mania chest. It says that you can get 1 item from the list below. It includes points, medallions, and more. So there's a range of solo contest points, some prize all medallions here, strap parts, metal bits, TP, star fragments, and tokens for 6-star gold, silver, and bronze. The top leaderboard faction can get 3 of these Hustlin Mania chests. The top 1,000 can also earn up to 500,000 Hustlin solo contest points, strap parts, and 6-star gold tokens on the leaderboard. The War Score competition is indeed here. The max milestone is 750,000. The top one on the leaderboards can get a 3-star gold John Cena Hustle Loyalty and Respect Special Edition. So for those of you that want to grind and chase them boards, good luck. There's a lot of Cenas on the line this weekend. 150,000 faction contest points for each of the War Score competitions, with more points on the leaderboards. And then, for the limited time tours, let me go ahead and grab a drink for this one, because I have noticed a trend recently, and there's like a trillion tours. So bear with me as we go through all of these. On Friday, the 24-hour contest.
I had to take a deep breath, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't kidding. I definitely took a deep breath, and I definitely took a sip of water there. On Friday, the 24-hour CSS Rewards Ending Saturday tour, where you have to use the new special edition Hustle Loyalty and Respect John Cena. On Friday, there is also the 6-star Challenge tour, where normal and hard mode, the CSS is any modern. For hell mode, the CSS is any SmackDown. On Friday, there is also the Body Tour, where it is a showboat requirement, and of course, Jesse the Body Ventura is your CSS. And on Friday, the new Bloodline Tour, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sokoa, all of the new Bloodline characters are your CSS for that one, as well as OTC, which surprises me why we have the new Bloodline and OTC as a CSS, but you never know. There you go. Let me also resize this one. There we go. On Friday, there is also the Cody Rhodes tour. Pretty straightforward. Any Cody Rhodes. On Friday, also, there's the SmackDown tour, where the CSS is Bow Down to the Queen, Charlotte Flair, Return of the Glow, Naomi, and Shotzi Eat My Tank. Is she even on SmackDown anymore? I didn't even know she was with WWE.
I haven't seen that name anywhere in so long. So long. So I guess Scopely's telling us she's coming back.
I guess so. On Saturday, we have the Gunther tour, where you can use any LA Knight and any Imperium. I don't understand what that one's all about, but sure. And also on Saturday, the Epic Matches tour, where we have specifically LA Knight Showboat, CM Punk Voice of the Voiceless, and then any Drew McIntyre. Some of these CSS don't line up with the names of these tours, but you know what? That's not not on me.
That might change.
On Sunday, we have even more tours. We have the Raw brand tour, where the CSS is Tiffany Stratton, Tiffy Time, Raquel Rodriguez Powerhouse, and Watch Me Live Morgan. We have the Belair Modern Requirement tour, where it is any Bianca Belair. We have the WrestleMania tour, where you can use Judgment Day Rhea Ripley, Mommy's on Top Rhea Ripley, and Heavy Metal Rhea Ripley. And on Sunday, just straight up championship, with the CSS being Io Sky, Jade Cargill, and Liv Morgan Oblivion. The rewards for the limited time tours: 20 prize wall Hustlin medallions, which requires the new special edition Hustle Loyalty and Respect John Cena. 6.3 million Hustlin solo contest points, 4 Hustlin bags, and of course, the ever coveted Hustlin Feud boost. We already went over the line requirements on Monday with Bro, but we can do that again very quickly here. Feud with your faction to the top ranks with powerful steel cage boosts. That's right, the steel cage is back, but only the boost section. So Feud 1, we already have the time on that, so I won't bother reading it. This is what you're going to see in-game as of right now, so nothing's going to change here. No point in reading all of this. As always, this 65,000 points per first time win with a superstar. And the bonuses are exactly as you see in the game: 50% red gem, 50% multi, 100% bleed, and column break damage. For Feud 2, the top lane is CM Punk, Voice of the Voiceless, and Open. That is the +3 MP, plus 100% gem damage, and 50% war score boost lane. In the middle row, it is any Cody Rhodes, 6-star silver, any Technician, 6-star, and Open. You will get +1 starting MP, 50% green gem damage, and a 20% war score boost. And on the bottom row, any NXT 5-star or higher, any Striker, any New Gen, and Open. +1 starting red MP, plus 25% power gem damage, and a 10% war score boost. The bonuses for the steel cage on feud number 2: 50% green gem damage, 50% 50% black gem damage, 100% color turn gem damage, and 100% power gem damage. So green and black gems as well as color turn gems. I'm curious if there's some type of combo there. Feud number 3, we go on down to the female feud. Alexa Bliss, Twisted Bliss, and Open for the top lane. The standard, +3, plus 100%, plus 50% score. The mid lane is any Bianca Belair at 6-star silver or higher, any Striker at 6-star, and Open. You'll get +1 MP, 50% red gem damage, and 20% war score boost. And the bottom lane, any SmackDown 5-star or higher, any Powerhouse, any Legends, and Open, +1 starting red MP, 25% column break damage, and 10% war score boost. The bonuses we have here: 50% red, 50% blue, 100% trap, and 100% column break damage. So column break is going to be interesting in that bottom row here, and red gem going to be very interesting in that middle row with the steel cage bonuses as well. And of course, last but certainly not least, the fourth and final feud. Rhea Ripley, Mommy's on top. Mommy's always on top. And Open in the top lane. +3, plus 100%, plus the 50% boost. Any Naomi at 6-star silver or higher. Any Showboat at 6-star or higher. And Open, +1 starting MP, 50% botch gem damage, and 20% score boost. Any Raw at 5-star or higher. Any Tech, any Hall of Fame, and Open. +1 starting red, plus 25% multi-gem damage, and 10% war score boost. And yet again, you'll notice that we have 50% green gem damage, 50% red gem damage, so they're pretty kind with those color gems on the weekend. But we also have a 50% multiply gem damage bonus, which will pair very nicely with the bottom row, and a 100% botch gem damage bonus, which will pair very nicely with the 50% middle row. As always, you can get an extra chance at a 4-star gold John Cena Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect Special Edition in the forum giveaway. Join the WWE Champions community on the official forum and give your constructive feedback on the contest in order for a chance to win the character of the weekend, which is the special edition Hustle, Loyalty, Respect John Cena. And I'm going to like it. All right, well, that was a blog read and a half there, Flex. Any thoughts on our Hustlin' Flash Feuds?
The last real Flash Feuds ever. Not really, but it's pretty good. I'm glad some of the carryovers they had, including the hangers. The chest look really good. The wall looks really, really good. So there's just one thing I hope they take off, one certain gear that I hope they take off just to continue someone's misery.
I can't wish that. I can't wish that on anybody at this point. It's been long enough.
It's almost hard to read in between the lines at this point. I think everyone knows. But no, the event looks really good. Looks really solid. Very copy and paste of last month, but in a good way. Again, I'm looking forward to those hangers. I'm getting close to 1 million myself after last month, and then chipping away, getting the daily stuff from the faction shop, the expeditions. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. Flash generally has been pretty rewarding, even if you're not winning the individual Flash feuds or battlegrounds. So I'm happy about it. And plus, only 2 CSS per each. I mean, that's
2 fights.
Cake. That's cake.
Yeah.
Come on, that's easy.
I would feel amiss if I didn't mention the Vinny Vegas gear recently just dropped for Big Kev. It has been pointed out to me on a couple of different occasions. Speaking of those gear hangers, both of his other gears are available for purchase with those gear hangers. One is 300k, the other is 100k. So don't shy away from getting those gear hangers if you can. But nevertheless, that is going to be it for the blog read. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for listening on in, and until next time, everybody, have a good one. All right, boom, recording is done. Music is back. All right, chat.
I want to pull out one thing real quick, Bob, if that's okay.
Sure.
Fan and Beast actually just put in the chat. I know you got to catch up anyway. Well, while you're doing that, Fan and Beast wrote, honestly speaking, the steel cage thing is annoying as hell. Now, I've been on record really since day one because it's felt that good. It's one of those like Febreze moments where it feels so fresh. That's a Will Ferrell reference. This MLC has been felt really fresh and really refreshed in so many ways. I don't know if that continues necessarily at this pace because we got really good stuff this month for really no effort in some ways. Gears, moments, blah blah. But the steel cage has actually been a big thing this month that has been heavily feedback driven. So, Ben and Beast, if you can, if you're still around, just let us know what about the steel cage you're not liking the way that it's formatted this month, because it hasn't been regressive this month. It hasn't been taking stuff away. So what exactly are you not liking about it?
Yeah, so steel cage this month has only given us bonuses. You'll notice that everything is allowed. So we're not actually locked out of anything. And then that goes for all of them, right? Boosts, everything allowed. Bonuses, everything allowed. Even more bonuses, and even more everything allowed.
Yeah. It's everything allowed, plus they're giving you boosts on top of it, and plus you don't need to do anything to get any kind of perks or buckles or anything like that for the event. For the solo points have been redistributed, so you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about being short on stuff. You don't have to worry about maxing or doing town up if you really don't want to. So they just basically gave perks and benefits and buckles for even Showdown for free. That was part of a conversation earlier today, Bob, right? So that's the buckles and all that have been just basically given away, and perks have been basically given away this month. Again, I don't know if that continues as a trend, becomes a pattern, but this month has definitely been a lot better and a lot more quality of life focused, at least for me.
Well, I guess besides all of that, right? So I see what you're talking about. You're talking about the older ones. So I mean, to me, I feel like that's where we kind of get caught up, is on the older stuff, instead of kind of living in the now. So right now, I don't think anything's that bad in terms of steel cage, is it? The only thing I can think of is the one limit today on the Cena tour, but like that's a one-off.
You can use any Cena.
That not only that. So here's my take on it. That's a one-off for this month. That's technically listed as a bonus for this month.
Yep.
You can use any Cena, and to Flex's point, not only can you use any Cena, we literally got a golden veteran salute Cena for free just a few months ago. That has a very good bleed sub, like looping combo. So I don't know. I feel like that one instance of steel cage right now doesn't take away from the positives that we've had with it. Outside of that, though, I apologize, chat. If there's anything else that anyone would like for me to go over, I will be very happy to do so. I believe I missed someone asking to see, I think it was who the Feud CSS is. So hold on, let me go back down and find that in the Battleground section. So here's your Feud. Maybe I can get this on one page. Give me a second. There you go. There's your Feud 1 and Feud 2 CSS. I'll leave it there for a second while you read that, and then we can go to feud 3 and 4, and I can try
And
to
just
catch
as a
up
reminder,
on.
you don't need, although this helps a lot, especially if you have the 6 million ones and it's only 2 matches to get all those points. You don't need CSS in Flash to be able to max it, just because with the multiplier and all the other stuff and 4 different chances to really go hard or heavy, or both, hard and heavy in it. But obviously the CSS does help to progress towards it. Definitely not discounting that, but it's not as necessary in the mode. You can still max without. So just throwing it out there for people like, oh, I don't have Eat. Oh, I don't have this one. Oh, I don't have that one. I'm missing them too. I still max. So it's not hard.
Also, I
Go
think
ahead. Sorry.
no, I was just gonna say I think Casty, you were asking about the prize wall. I'll be happy to share that after the CSS list here is not a problem. And MD, been late to blog read. Are we gonna repeat the blog? I will gladly repeat the blog towards the end of the stream today. I will also be posting my video on it practically almost immediately after stream is over, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes type of thing. For those of you that want to listen on in to the video. So hopefully that addresses that question.
Yeah, to His Royal Pipeness, I was going to mention it before, but the steel cage connotation, the naming convention of it has just been tainted. So anytime people hear steel cage, not everybody, but anytime a lot of people hear the term steel cage, the title steel cage, it's going to make them have an aversion to it, even though this month has been different. Again, how that continues moving forward, I don't know. We don't know. But it definitely has that. So I did joke around in the chat. It's going to be renamed Ambrose Asylum, just as a revamp. And there's going to be a mop hanging from the cage and everything, mop in a bucket, so it won't be steel cage.
I think it was Casty. I apologize if I'm butchering your name there. But here's the prize wall. Here's the photo, and here is the list of gears that we're going to have available. And then we'll go through the shards and all that stuff in just a moment. But yeah, I mean, look, I honestly think this month, maybe I'm alone here, but I don't think I am. I feel like this month for Mania has been pretty giving in a lot of aspects of the game. And I hope that I'm not alone there, because this feels like a pretty darn good month. And I just to kind of temper everyone's expectations, I wouldn't expect all the Mania treatment that we're getting right now moving forward. Because this whole month feels like a lot. Even when I had people that were showing up to our watch along for Mania over the weekend, and people were like, man, this month it feels like it's just not stopping. Like, it feels like it's going on forever. We hadn't even been done with week 2 by then, and it wasn't a bad complaint of it's going on forever. It's like, this is awesome that it's going on forever. So I don't know, I feel like it's been a move in the right direction, but just to kind of temper everyone's expectations, this was Mania month, right? So let's not get too accustomed to everything here.
Mania month has been better than Anniversary month. Anniversary month was pretty good. There's a lot of good stuff, especially the plates and a lot of other things going along with that. Last MLC was a tough one. As I mentioned, I use this word a lot, and it's a very aggressive word. A lot of the good was suffocated by a lot of the bad last MLC. This month we haven't had those, and anything that was immediately uncomfortable, unnecessary, inconvenient was quickly snuffed out by Scopely in a good way. Like the showdown this weekend, people didn't have Hall of Fame Triple H, they couldn't do the tour, whatever. They gave him away for free. They gave a Feuds for $20. They gave him boosts. They took him out of slot 1 requirement, and they did that all very quickly, and they gave energy on top of it. Yeah. So all the resolutions, all the speed, all the goodness was there at this MLC for sure. It has been very, very good. I mentioned the quality of life component. That's a huge thing for me, because this is a game, and it should remain a game, not Not something that we're on and obsessing on all day long. There is fresh air out there. There's stuff to do. Weather's warming up. Find an activity to do. I know I have plenty of them. So it's just nice that this month has been so good. And even if we don't get the same amount of stuff, and I'm going to pose a question to you, Bob, because I know you've accumulated quite a bit this month, or at least I believe you did. Because we had so much this month, there's only so much you can continue acquiring in general, right? Like you can't get the same moment twice. You're not going to get the same gear twice, right? So Bob, with all the stuff with Armory, which loots have you been targeting? What have you gotten, and what have you gotten from the weekly prize walls?
Oh man, I mean that's a long question because it's a long answer. So the armory loot, I've been hitting all the tier 6 medals that I can, and I didn't think I would hit this point, but it's like I'm almost comfortable enough to the point of saying I don't need to hit that loot right now. Maybe I should take a stab at the gear loot. Maybe I want to go for the Twisted Bliss gear type of thing. But the tier 6 medals have paid out nice. Some of those straps have paid out really well in terms of the armory loot, that is. The week-long prize walls are actually so good that, like, I forget the fact that I always do my prize wall evaluation videos, which I know a lot of people like out there, and I need to try and get them done earlier, but regardless of that, I have gotten so much from those in terms of gears, in terms of skill plates, in terms of straps. Like, the amount of stuff that I've been getting from those prize walls compared to a regular month-long prize wall is significantly far and away better than what I would typically get from a regular prize wall for the monthly. And even on top of that, if I wanted to compare resources, like, oh yeah, most monthly prize walls, I get the 500 million coins thing. That's what everyone used to tell me all the time. Get the 500 mil, you get it twice, you get it built. There's 1 billion coins on these week-long prize walls. Like, at least the first one there was. It's fine. So, everything under the sun, I have gotten... I legitimately, I stand by it. I think what I got in my first week was more than what I would have gotten in a regular month-long prize wall. Week 2, I proceeded to get a Hall of Fame Goldberg gear that I never would have thought about getting otherwise, and 130 and 50 straps that I have been chasing for forever. And not even just because I want a 130 or 150, but like, I didn't even have an ultimate strap for some things, like Hall of Fame Showboat or something like that. Like, just didn't have a move damage for it. Great, there's my move damage strap, period, because I had a 20% legendary. And so, like, there's been... Those weekly things have just been such an uptick overall. I haven't even looked at what I'm going to do for this week 3 one, and I'm still excited for what week 4 is going to have. But they all seem amazing. Legitimately, they all seem amazing. That's why I was going to kind of piggyback on what you brought up weeks ago, which was this whole week-long structure. The week-long structure just absolutely, like you were saying too, like the quality of life type of thing, it just provides such a better experience for players. That's at least what I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's the fact of getting rewarded is great. The fact of being excited and being enthusiastic when you turn on the app and not just looking for, hey, I got to be on the reset just in case Scopely screwed up, right? Let's not pretend like people aren't doing it for that reason, right? There's a reason why people go at work, go to the bathroom at that time. 258, 259, let me go check the game, make sure they didn't screw up something, or if they did screw up something, people do that, okay? So it's part of the it's part of the process, right?
It's true.
We haven't had that in a long time, but it has happened, right? Quite a bit in the past, although they've gotten better with that. However, I know Monday reset time, I'm excited to go see what's on the weekly wall.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, right now it's like, yeah, we want to see what's coming on Mondays, we want to see what's coming on Thursdays. Those are great. But individually, you want to be able to see what's coming out. You make the prize wall videos. I've been doing them for the weekly stuff as well. People love it because they love to hear our take on what we're targeting too, because it might influence their decision in a good way, or it might make them rethink certain things, or it might make them go or maybe pull back from something, right? Oh, I was going to go for that. Maybe it's not as significant as I thought it would be. and being able to see the difference on the regular versus the discount, especially if they do this format again, right? So someone who's already week 2, they're like, oh, I already missed out on getting the benefit of the the mega starter pack with Ventura or whatever. Maybe they'll do it next month, and maybe they'll chase some of the things that they've been missing too. So again, there's a lot to build on and the goodness that we had this month. So please let Scopely know in a positive, healthy way what you have enjoyed this month. They should not only hear when we don't like stuff, they should hear when we do really, really love stuff. Although we, the caveat to that is people are afraid because they might take away what we like if we tell them that's what we like. But I would not be afraid of that. I would share that kind of that stuff. The CSS this month has been good. The feud requirements have been good. The line bonuses have been good, right? Having any or just having it be specific to a specific person, like this first flash, any scene in the middle, any trick, anybody can fill the middle. There was a time a couple months ago where I couldn't even fill the middle.
Yeah.
And I had 600 plus superstars. I couldn't fill the middle of flash feuds. I'm like, what is this design? We haven't had that this month, right? So, and last month was better for that too. So we are trending in a good direction, Bob, right?
Yeah.
So I do like the stuff. Again, I don't know what continues and what doesn't. They're always experimenting. Yes, we are guinea pigs. We're guinea pigs in life. Everything we do, we're testing for somebody else to see if it works or not. So stop saying Scopely's using us as, experimental guinea pigs. We're guinea pigs for life. That's what we are. And so are they for their stakeholders, right? For whoever invests in their company. The point is, are you enjoying the game? Are you enjoying the elements of it? Are you excited, enthusiastic, or are you going through the motions? Up until this month, Bob, I think largely a lot of people were just going through the motions.
Yep.
And just playing just because we played for so long. We've invested so much time. We've invested so much money. And now it's like, Monday reset, I want to see what's on the wall. Even if I can't afford it. I just want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's my take on it. That's my... That's my view.
No, 100%. And I agree with it. I agree with it 100%. Well, chat, that was our blog read for today. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do what we normally do on our Thursdays, which is we're going to play some CSS. For those of you that have any questions or any requests on the CSS, feel free to let us know who you'd like to see.
Can you split screen that on there so people can see it?
Yeah, let me get a.
You can make it tall there too.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like a 2-piece breakout list of the CSS. Oh, you know what? It might be better if I go to the MLC blog instead. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go ahead with this. Boop-a-doo. CSS. Let's get the other list of it, which will be this. Boom.
Yeah, I was waiting for a Logan Paul one. We did this last time. Logan Paul was it was a 2-move build. We did it last time when he was CSS. We can do it again. We'll start with that one.
Where is there? Images, new ones, CSS, add.
Jay Nasty trolling.
Here, our CSS.
Can you play old SBC now with middle line and 1 free MP step? Yeah, we could do that. The old HLR.
So we got that.
He's not awful. I mean, it depends what you have. You probably need a countdown play for him, but I mean not countdown play, hard time play, just a countdown play. There you go. John Cena HLR, and that's the Fruity Pebbles one.
There we go.
Yep.
All right, so there is your CSS list. Males on the left, females on the right. I'd actually performed it more Jet. You know, I was thinking about it, Jay. Maybe I should do some Chat GPT for that, huh? Wouldn't it be horrible?
Yeah, Logan Paul first.
All right.
And we did his
let's
last
do that.
time, so we could just use previous. I don't think any new entourage been introduced. I guess we'll play middle line build. Well, actually, we could play bottom line build. Just because it gets the multi bonus. We're going to play the multi one unless you have a... Please don't play a sub build, Bob.
Are you sure? I'm just asking.
I don't need my melatonin levels going up, Bob.
I'm just asking. You know, it's anything's a possibility.
Oh my goodness.
He's what is it? Feud 1? Is it? Yeah.
Looks like
Okay.
Feud 1, yeah.
He'll be a bottom lane then for sure. We're getting red MP multi gem bonus. So he doesn't do red, bleed, or column, but he does do multi. So we get a 25% bonus on the bottom lane and a 50% for the steel cage. So a 75% multi gem bonus on him.
It's not horrendous. So let's
Alright.
go in.
Let's check out what do we got here. Under the it looks like someone was playing him recently, unless this is all still left over from us. We can do Sherry with Santa.
Somebody was trying to see if he was good for boss. That's what it looks like.
We can do Sherry with Santa, or we can do Gunther. And then who?
It's blue build that he's doing? Blue gems or green gems? Forget. I think he definitely needs Santa.
It's make multis into pyros that make purples, and then you choose blues. But if we need,
you're looking to see what the other person was doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
sorry.
okay, so now let's you give me the hit list of what we're doing here, and I'll set them up.
All right, I'll do the work for you, Bob.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
that's good.
All right, so basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the green multi move, so shoot kicks.
Okay, so we got our shoot kicks.
We're gonna put that at slot 1. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna put the and this is a flex quick build. I want to deal with stuff build and the dodge strike combo slot 2.
This
is primary color.
Okay. It's already there. So let me change
It's
this
combo
up.
move. Yeah, it's purple. Yeah, purple. Oh, it's right there. Slot 3. You can keep it slot 3. It's fine.
All right, so it's
Oh,
there.
look at you! What a doll you are! Look at the hospitality making a slot 2 for me.
You have to.
All right, so we're gonna use So for green, we're gonna use live because it's a 4. So we're gonna get extra multi out of that. You're gonna get the line bonus, and you're gonna get Santa. So we're gonna do live. You can keep Woods there.
Oh, we're gonna keep Woods. Okay, hold on. Keep Woods.
Yeah, keep Woodsy.
Okay, so we have Liv, Woods, Santa, and then Tomatonga doesn't make any sense for this. So we can do Seth. We can do Gunther.
So we can do Gunther, or we can do creating more blues. And we
that
can
was
test
Zombie
both,
Dom.
just because you're doing an area.
Oh no, that's what's his face? Devon. There you go. More blues and damage. Okay. Let's do that.
Yeah, so we test that one first so people can see depending on what they have. Oh, Big Show, stop it.
And
Stop
now I
it.
need. Isn't the gem damage supposed to be at the top here? Do I have to find the gem damage strap now? What happened?
Oh, it's on rarity? Hold on.
Oh. Are we using a 150 or a 100 for this?
Let's do 100.
Let's do 100. So whoever's been on here has not been using this 100 because it is bare naked.
My goodness. Look what they did to us.
And they left us 10. We got one skill plate move, baby. All right.
Oh, was it you last on this?
No. Don't hit me with that. It wasn't
This looks
me.
like a setup for Bob.
It wasn't me. I promise.
Alright, hold on. Still coming from 16 week players I got yesterday and the other 2 new ones. Very nice. MJR. Very nice. Got Platinum Pad doing the NFL draft.
Doing the draft in the chat.
We're getting our own draft feed right here.
I love it. And then, okay, skill plates we're doing. Is it the glove? Yeah, the flaming glove. Okay.
Flaming glove.
And then for the ultimate,
You wanted me to throw something at you that you're gonna love?
Sure.
Timeless.
The Tiffy plate.
Make it timeless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay. All right.
Look at that noise.
But then we have to. Okay. Okay. I think I can see what.
If you
what's
had him in the
going on
middle,
here.
just so you know, if you had him in the middle, you could use the 2 purple moves and boost and trigger that play twice. We're not going to do that. We could do it as a middle play if you have Santa, you have Woods. Actually, no, we're getting the 1 free, right? So we're technically getting 3 to start with Santa. So you can do.
Oh,
put
this
the other pyro over
feud.
there.
Yeah, this feud we get a
Ooh.
+1 MP, right?
Ooh. Actually, being big brain right now.
Okay, so you want me to get rid of what the fireman's carry slam?
Yeah, corner dodge chops. Put that at slot 3.
Okay. Okay.
And we're gonna do that one first because we don't want to mess up any of our multis.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do 3, 1, and 2 in move order.
Okay. All right. Well, let's
So
do
this should
it.
hit at 6-star gold. I'm gonna say 43 million.
And that's without all the
think
multi-gem bonuses that feud is going to give us.
Yeah. Plus the step bonus. Step gives you extra gem damage.
So we're going to do the dodge chops first.
Yup. Chop them.
Let's check out our blue damage after that is almost 400k.
Yep. Yep.
Let's put
It's
our
already
3x6 out. We're going to go over as many blues as we can.
I love when stuff is beautiful.
Our base blue is now 426. Our multi-blue is 3.4, which would be even stronger in feud. And then what we can do is we can try to make as many 4 matches as possible. Which I don't think, actually...
Oh, you're doing the old Ric Flair gameplay, huh?
I don't think we need to, because we have so many blues, actually, now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I think you just fill it up the board. Yeah, just fill it up.
I mean, we're pretty much going to make all of this other than 3 of them into blue.
Put the red one on the bottom right.
Maybe
you drop into... oh, you did already?
I goofed, yeah. We did break 50-something mil, though. I wasn't looking at the number.
55 million.
55.
So you're looking at about... Yeah. You're looking at about 65 million in feud with that.
There you go.
That's bottom lane, because you're getting the 1 MP. Assuming that doesn't change, who knows? But we're supposed to be getting 1 extra.
That is not bad for trying to get 2 fights.
That's 100.
That's just
Tier
100
5s?
with Fury
You do tier
2s.
5s?
Yeah, 100 with Fury 2s.
Wow, look at you going shrimp mode.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you told me to, all right? You told me.
Hey, it worked. Good flex build right there. That's a great build.
All right.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I got another right. Can you run that? Run it with ZG?
With Gunther instead of Devon. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I want to see if we can break 60 million on that.
Okay.
Might be a little tough, but maybe the...
So we get a little more multi. This will be more representative.
I love it from the previous.
This will be more representative of what we can expect in feud, because Gunther is the extra blue and multi-gem damage that we'll be getting in feud. So let's go ahead and hit our purple. Our blue is now...
And place wherever there's the most blues, and you know where that is.
Just barely short of 400k. And then, does it matter if I go top or bottom here? I don't think it really does. Let's go bottom.
You're doing 3x6, so 4 to 6.
And then
1 over. You might have done it already.
We're at
That's good.
433, and then 3.8 million per multi.
Okay, so we got more. What was it, 3.2 before?
It was like 3.1, I think. 3.1.
How many are we breaking? We're breaking 7?
Yeah. Okay. So, this is going to be a little tough to not... I mean, we're going to miss a few here, but it's okay. So, let's go with...
Yep.
Like
I know where to go on this. Yep.
And this way we at least guarantee that the purples will break 2. So we're going to miss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 multis here, but we're also going to break 3 purple multis. So let's see how that works out.
Yeah. I would have taken a loot on that, just because if it cascades in, breaks those, doesn't give anything. But I'd say what you did with the purples is good.
Very
Oh, that's
close.
52.
So just
close,
around
yeah.
53 compared to 55, but pretty comparable.
Yeah.
And again, I think long story short here is for 2 fights as a CSS, way better than what a lot of people were, thinking. All right.
Yeah, that's really good. Oh, we're good on that one.
Who else on the CSS list do we want to see, chat? Talk to me.
It was mentioned. It was mentioned before about old HLR. You want to run that because we were actually doing that. We were doing that last time.
Oh,
together,
the
right?
the OG.
Yeah.
The original WWE champion.
Oh yeah. Your favorite.
Listen, you're not wrong.
You were very excited about him last time.
I saw this guy post revamp, but I was like, wait a minute, there's something here. How out of all the years that this character has been on this Twitch Live account and existed, has nobody ever switched his gear? Come on, y'all. You gotta Santa him up, bro. You can't not use him as the Santa Cena. Oh, he also has the moment on here? Oh, mama. Alright, and then where would we use this Cena? I guess he could be middle lane or bottom lane. Okay, but he doesn't get reinforced bonuses. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say, I'm assuming someone had to have checked this out on here at some point, which they did. Okay, so that is fine. Now, as for top lane bonus is a no-no, but if we get middle lane bonus is 1 MP, 1 for turn, 1 for the perk, would give us 3 starting MP. 1 for Santa would give us 4 starting MP. So let's go from there. Santa, and let's get rid of Perfect, and let's go with Roxanne. And then we can start with... Oh, what? Seriously? No? Okay. Alright, hold on. Hold on. I gotta fix this. People were not using him the right way, clearly. My insides hurt seeing this, y'all. I'm so sorry, but this needs to be better.
A lot of pain.
This needs to be better. And that's what we're here to do. From the special edition to the OG himself. Alright. And then... I can go ahead and put... I could put, what's his face, NWO Hogan on. Or I can put red matching on. Which either one of those would be
You're trying to double proc, huh?
That's what you gotta do with this guy.
Yeah, you're a big procer. I got it.
I mean, listen, I'm glad that someone in the world knows at least, alright? Let's
I think the moment buffs that, right? You said that before?
Yeah, the moment gives a huge buff. Let's go. There we go. He is on here on previous.
100% plus the 50, so 150.
So
well, 100% to reinforce and 50 on 10.
Let's stick with that. And you know what? I think I'm gonna do this with no strap. I think I'm gonna show y'all how good the OG hustle, loyalty, and respect is without a strap. So, yes, I know it's a lot of clicking, as so many of you love out there. But for those of you that wanted to see it, it does exist. So, you go ahead with your 14 reinforces. And then you make a couple of 3-match reds. So we're going to go here and here. Should be fine. And then you're going to go ahead and make 14 more reinforced gems.
Nice.
And now you have 28 reinforced gems at almost 1 million points apiece. So you hit your bonus damage and bam, just like that, it's like 60 something million damage there. And then you can go ahead and choose your green gems if you really feel the need, because it's fun to do that.
Like, yeah, you got to pin anyway.
So
take what's left.
So there you go.
That initial boom doesn't pin.
There you go. Sammy dead.
Bob special.
There's your OG hustle, loyalty, and respect, y'all. You wanted to see it? He can.
So let me tell you something.
Fight with the best of them.
I don't think that was clicky. I don't think that was tacky. I don't think that. So there's another build for Logan Paul, for example, which will take you a long time to do. This is not a Triple H type of gameplay. That was just good gameplay, right? Double proc, take advantage of the fact that you're getting boosts with the moment and everything else. So that was just good gameplay. And sometimes it's okay to do an extra move and all that when you're getting 60 million off of, off the health. And then again, that doesn't count towards a pin, so you do need to do some damage on the pin if they're going to have some stuff left. Otherwise, in a few, they might be able to kick out with very limited health, so you got to be smart. But that was good gameplay. I haven't looked at him, to be honest, so I can actually... I've tried the yellow gameplay a little bit because people have asked for it, and I was kind of curious on that with the countdowns and double procking those.
Yeah.
And that was good if you have a defensive build.
Yeah.
That would be good, but... I like the reinforced build. That's good. That's
I like how good it is, and like I was saying, there's not even a strap, right? Like this is like it's 60 mil flat, just boom, right to the face, and so it's amazing to me that the OG character, the one that everyone has to start with on their account, like it's impressive that he can actually do 60 million damage. Like that's awesome to me.
You know what it is? Even if someone, the whole thing is, well, I'm not going to use him over somebody else. No, that's not the point. The point is when you have to use him, or in the case like now, this month, we have to use him, right? At least they made him good, right? There was a little bit of a disappointing revamp this month, and he wasn't it. Sorry, Bob.
No, it's okay. I'm just going to live with it for the rest of my life and just, kick myself. But yeah, there's some OG hustle, loyalty, and respect gameplay. Anybody? Yeah, with the Santa suit, baby. It's Santa in spring. Anybody else that we want to see with some CSS gameplay? They're all on the screen for you to pick and choose from.
Just want to remind everyone how disappointed Bob was that his gear was not changed after all this time.
I was so frustrated. I'm sitting here like, what happened? And I'm looking at this, and it's so crazy to me because like they literally had the move set, and I'm looking at this trainer and coach setup, and it's like, what are we doing here with NWO Perfect and Charlotte Flair, and we're not even using yellow gems? Like I was losing it. All of it all in one.
So they were doing the countdown build. Well, yeah, no, she's red. She's red. So they were doing.
She's red MP and then yellow gem damage.
Build.
He doesn't even.
What are you doing? Who does that?
He doesn't even make yellow gems.
He does on the countdown ones if you do the finisher, not on that.
Oh.
So they were trying with the other build, but they were doing a naughty type scrambled video build. I'm gonna say the P word, but that's what they were trying to do here. Naughty. We caught you.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny stuff.
All right.
Who's next? What are we doing next? Any Dominic Mysterio, huh? We could check that one out.
Oh, that's an easy one.
That one to me seems pretty cake, right? Dominic.
Yeah, that's easy.
What Doms do we have? We have Acro, Tech, Striker, Trickster. Yeah, I mean, Striker to me is the go-to.
Really amazing that we have 4 Doms.
So I was talking to Chad about this earlier, about the whole spoilers thing. But I would like to say that I would really like to get a WrestleMania version of Dom added to the game. That'd be fun, don't you think?
Yeah. I would like that. I like the fact that he's in this game and they're all actually valuable characters. That's what's impressive about it. Usually they have like a filler stuffed character, even his freebies that were good too.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them were freebies. The most controversial one, because no Dominic is without controversy, right? He's so great with his character. I said when he had his first match with Dom and everyone was trashing him, I said his first match is against Seth Rollins, and he did well. He did not embarrass himself. He did not botch. He had a good match, good showing. He's not polished, but he would look good. Give him time. I never expect him to be heel because that's not the family line, right? The biggest babyface in history is his dad, right?
Pretty much.
And he's worked, but in this game, there's 4 of them, and they all have value. Like I'll still use Dirty Dom in different modes. Especially when the tasks are there, or he has the tag out blue move. Like he's value. People still use Tech Zombie Dom in boss if it's just like a help damage card, right? So they're all got value, but the best one, the one I love the most, the one that you're featuring right now, because he's amazing. And a plate that really helps him is actually on the week-long prize wall, the Chemical X. You don't necessarily need it, but it doesn't hurt to have, and it's there.
I'm reading the chat right now. Even in our chat, he's just such a controversial name. We have enough Doms in this game. You mean the best champion of all times? You hear what Cena said about on the Pat McAfee Show podcast? Like, everyone, it's just so much controversy. It's great. I love it.
I love it. He's doing something right.
Yeah.
He's doing something right. When you get a reaction, doing something right. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But for Dom, what did he do when he went backstage? He was teasing Steiners about.
Oh yeah, I saw that today. I was laughing so hard.
Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
He's so good at his character, and the fact is, like he's playing a role, and he's doing great at it.
So give me your setup on this, Flex. Are we running Mellow Santa and the 2 Juggernaut boys?
Oh, you're doing a piss off the chat build.
I'm just asking. How's Flex running them?
I still don't have Seth. I'm a little salty about that.
Okay. Who are we using instead of Seth?
No, it's all good. It's all good. Use him so people can see the damage that he's doing. Okay.
And then the plates. You were mentioning the Chemical X.
Yeah, Chemical X is a guarantee on him, and then the Black Rumble, the Point Break.
Where is our Chemical X plate?
I'm slowly starting to learn all the 8X plate names. Instead of just calling them the 8X.
I just call them the versary plates, right? The X-aversary, the Trap-aversary, right? The Blast-aversary. I've given up.
You need the swaps again.
Yep, 100%. You know it.
You need the swaps.
You know it. We only went through one today. It wasn't bad. And then,
So far.
Here we go. When you get booed really like Logan, you're doing your job. Yeah, no, you're right, Freak. I did see it. I mean, look, I think Dom, to Flex's point, I think Dom is fantastic. He had go away heat with me in the beginning because I didn't like how they were trying to position him, and he clearly was not ready for it at that point in time. But you could see he has grown so exponentially into the role that it's not even a joke how good he is compared to all the other heels. It's wild to see. Like, he is legitimately far and away so much better than any of the other heels in the business right now. Apart from obviously what Cena has been doing, right? Like, he's in his own realm type of thing.
I mean, quite frankly, it's not even close. The thing with Cena's turn is I don't want to acknowledge it because to me it feels kind of forced forward, and I can't celebrate his successes right now because of it. And that's kind of the point. Like, you don't want to celebrate a heel. Right. But for Dom, I actually enjoy him getting booed for 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, he can't get a word in. Oh. He's more popular now, so he might actually get a face turn at some point. I would think he got a big pop. Yeah, Mania. He got a huge pop. And I was like, did they pipe that in? Because I watched the recap. I'm like, did they pipe that in? Are they trying to build him up? Like, no. Different videos I saw, people in the crowd like, he got a pop.
Oh yeah.
He got pop.
Oh yeah.
That was cool. He deserves it too because he was so hated, like Roman hate, right? For no reason other than the fact that he was being positioned by the company. It wasn't for, like, he didn't ask for it. It's not, and I don't think Ray was pushing for it. I think the company just saw something and they just didn't know how to use him yet,
Ray
which is
wanted
not
his kid.
abnormal.
That was it. Ray wanted his kid in the business, period. By any means necessary type of thing, so that he could say that he wrestled with him, wrestled alongside him, wrestled against him type of thing. That was it. I don't think Ray legitimately realized how good his kid was going to be. I don't think anyone realized how good Dom was going to be. And there was that point in time where he was doing all three shows. He was running Raw, he was running NXT, he was running SmackDown, and
Oh
he was on
yeah,
all of
there's no
them.
doubt.
And it wasn't like he
Everything.
did. It wasn't like, oh, he did it one time 1 week. It's like, no, he did it for like 2.5, 3 months consecutively, and he showed and proved to everybody, not just the wrestlers, which was a huge deal that you prove yourself to the locker
Yeah,
room, but
you have
everybody
to.
involved behind the scenes, behind closed doors that are in creative. He legitimately showed he's willing to do anything that it takes to be where he's at right now. That
Yeah,
to
and
me
he said as
was
such.
that was it, right?
He said as such. There was an interview where they asked him like, "Would you do a face?" And he goes, "Whatever the company wants me to do, needs me to do, I'm going to do it." And that's the attitude you need to have in the business. Forget his name and all that, right? But certain times it's just like Bailey. She's on her, doing this media tour where she's like, "What do I have to do?" And people ask her, "What? Why weren't you on promotion material? Why don't you have a big moment this time?" Well, obviously,
Hmm.
last year she did. I was there. She had a big moment. She had a nice pop from the audience, but it feels almost like it was like an acknowledgement of her past successes, not that actual
Not the
match.
current.
And yeah, it just feels like, and she's tried different looks and different things and all that, and sometimes it just doesn't go. But like you said, he was running three different shows. He was doing everything, and he was just getting heat everywhere, like nuclear heat everywhere.
Hmm.
Pay-per-views, everything that he did, just all his just music, like one note had to play, and it was just getting that. When you can get that kind of energy from the audience, they're always going to figure something out with you. It doesn't matter whether it's good or whatever, they're going to do it. And that's why when people kept booing Roman, I was always pro Roman, as I looked at him like he's the guy.
He's getting the job done.
They just need to do better. He he's a workhorse. He
Hmm.
has the look. He's credible. They just need a better story around him, and that's when Paul Heyman, obviously, when he came back, wreck everyone and leave, that
Yep.
kind of thing. When that actually happened during COVID, when you didn't expect him because of his past health issues to come back, and that's when he did it, and it was just like, where was this Roman all these years? Where was this Roman when dog food was getting shoved in his face? He was tied to the post. Like, where was this Roman?
Yep.
This edge, this kind of edgy character.
Yeah.
So again, to me, as a fan, especially I've been to live shows, I've been to Mania and all that. You want to feel that energy from the crowd more than any other sport. Like going to a baseball game is great. I bleed baseball, but it's not the same as going to a wrestling event. It's not even close
Right.
because of the crowd noise and energy and the fact that every segment, every piece, every match has its own energy to it.
Yeah.
And you have specifically made matches that are cool down matches that sometimes steal the show,
People don't
right?
comprehend the concept of energy. It's
Yeah.
it's a huge dynamic, and when you legitimately listen to any of those wrestlers, they have their interviews or anything like that, they talk about the aura, the vibe, the feel, the energy of walking into a building or your entrance. It is legitimately like nothing else. The whole concept of an entrance, just having one, is something that people dream of because you just want to be there. You want to see and feel what it's like to have 10, 20, 40, 60,000 people cheering your name or screaming and yelling at you, right? Like you want to
Yeah.
feel that. Like that is a
And honestly,
massive sensation that no one can recreate anywhere. There's no auditorium or show that you can watch or game that you can go to. Like Flex was saying too, like baseball games, even football games, basketball games. There's no one stadium or audience that for one person gets as much energy, heat, heel, like any of this type of shit at all compared to wrestling. It doesn't exist.
it's
It
not even
is
close.
impossible to
It's not even
recreate.
close. It's not even close. It's like even in sports where someone just said something about a city and they just happen to play that team a day or two later in the playoffs and they get booed. Yeah, you can have that energy for a quarter, a half, but it's just not like what happens when they take the player out of the game for a
Right.
break or whatever, or halftime. Like, and in this, like you can have. I remember Kevin Owens was out there with Elias, and they got booed for like 7 minutes straight because it was in Seattle.
I
They got
love
booed for like,
that.
I'm like,
I love
are
that.
they gonna just let this run? I'm like, don't they have a schedule for this? I'm like, this is, and it just kept going and
I
going. I'm like,
loved it so
wow.
much. It was the
And they couldn't even
best.
keep a straight face. They broke
It
character,
was
you
the
know.
best. I loved it so much. It was so
A lot
good.
of because I'm a nerd with this, I've read the books, I've listened to audiobooks and all that. A lot of ones who are actually face or meant to be face, when they turn heel, they actually enjoy it more. They might not enjoy it from a merchandise perspective, because it takes a certain kind of character as a heel to sell merch.
Yeah.
Like Cena can sell merch right now.
100%.
Brock can sell merch because Brock is just Brock. Randy Orton can sell merch as anything.
Right.
KO, that kind of thing. Those are special types of workers, right? Special types of talent. But when they turn, like when Miz flops back and forth, like he's not a big merch guy, but when he flops back and forth, he loves being a heel more.
Right.
He can play both, but he loves being a heel more.
Right. Yeah, I think the thing is, man, Dom is just such a heat magnet right now. And he's gonna be for a long time just because of what he does. Someone in the chat was asking like who did it better, Dom or Logan or Cena, and it's like, look, man, I'm with Flex on this one in terms of like, yes, the Cena thing is forced, but that being said, it's like this is the first time that Cena's ever been a heel, like ever, essentially, outside of like OG Thugonomics days type of thing, and even then, it wasn't even like he was a heel; he was just who he was. But this version of Cena, I actually just enjoy Cena on the mic. I don't think anyone has ever hated Cena on the mic. He's good on the mic. That's why he's made his name, right? So like I could give him that. Like it's not even so much heel Cena is the best heel. Cena is just good. So like I enjoy that concept no matter what. Logan Paul he's not even a heel. He's just a person that people don't like. It has nothing to do with wrestling. People just don't like him. And so because people don't like him as a person, he gets the heel treatment. Like, boo, go away, get off my screen. Dom...
he can never... Yeah.
Dom is the heel. Dom plays heel. Dom does all the heel things. Like Flex even talked about...
He got spanked by his dad at Mania.
Like Flex even just brought up earlier today, too. Like, after the match at Mania, he was doing heel things off camera behind, closed doors. He's
very much in character.
He's just a natural heel. And like whether they expected that or planned for that or wanted that or any of this type of stuff, he does that so much better. He just does. He is legitimately just he is just bar none so much better than the majority of the other heels. It's just fact.
And he gets it. Sometimes when they get booed, they're kind of like, they're behind the scenes. And again, I hear a lot of interviews. I used to listen to Busted Open a lot and all this. I read their own stuff. And they're like, why am I getting booed? It's like, and he's like, yeah, boo me. Because before he was getting forced as a face and, Dom's son and all this, the storyline with Buddy and all that, which wasn't the right storyline. Then Seth got involved. I was like, what are they trying to do with this storyline? I don't get it. They're trying to make Seth get involved and trying to, I kind of get it, but I don't really like this.
They're just trying to rub some shine off on him. That's it.
I don't like salacious stuff like that. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't like that kind of nonsense, right? I'm not watching Days of Our Lives. I'm watching a sports entertainment version of it, it's creating drama and all that, but I want it to be something in ring or like a shoot story, something like that. Like when Samoa Joe was going at Jeff Hardy and he mentioned something about his, past use, I'm like, or current use at that point. Right after he got a DUI, I'm like, whoa.
Right.
Like that's a hard-hitting problem. And obviously they discussed it. He definitely had to get permission to do that. But I want to hear that versus somebody just bringing in the story and just fabricating it, right? It just doesn't work anymore. Like the Kurt Angle's son story doesn't work anymore. Right? It just doesn't work.
Come on,
and Jason Jordan got booed for it.
You don't believe in Jason Jordan? Come on, he's out there every month or so.
That storyline killed him. It killed this guy. Obviously, he got hurt too. He's a great producer, by the way. But it killed his career and any of his momentum. Like they could not salvage it because how bad that story was, how unbelievable it was. You can't even do the Kane Undertaker story anymore. You have to understand, like they're breaking all the walls down, all kayfabe down, and all that. And Dom is just consistent throughout that. When he's with his wife, fiance, whatever they are at this point, he's probably not like that. But when the camera's on and he knows something's going on, he's in character. Like, it's good
100%.
to see that. Like, I don't want to see Dom hanging out with Rhea Ripley and playing video games on Twitch together. Like, I don't want to see that.
Right.
You know, as a fan. Call me mean, but that's not what I want to see because I can't believe your story.
To me, it's not even a mean thing, man. I've lived that for so long. Like, it's it's actually very similar. I was listening to some people talking about basketball too, and final point, right? There was people that are talking about basketball now where it's like after the match you go across and whoever wins, whoever loses, doesn't matter. You shake each other's hands and you exchange jerseys, like good game type of thing. And it's like, I get the sportsmanship. There's also a side of it where it's like, I don't want that. I want to see competition. That's what I like to see. And the same thing goes for wrestling. I don't want to see like, okay, we're done with our match in the ring. We're done hitting each other in the face, shake each other's hand, good hand, go, good match, go on about our day.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to see that. I want to see the attitude of, I'm going to fight you, you're going to fight me, we're going to compete against each other, and once we're done, we're still going to compete against each other. That it's not like all of a sudden we're so buddy and we're going to go and have dinner together and all this type of stuff. No. Like, you beat me, I'm going to go lick my wounds in the corner alone. I'm not having you come over here like, come on, bud, I'll take you out to dinner. Like, no, go screw yourself. I'm going to take care of this on my own.
Can you imagine that after the New Day, what they did with Big E, and Big E got emotional, that whole thing on the 10th anniversary of New Day, that they did that. After that, they went up, down, and they were playing Madden.
All three of them.
If they did that, like, yeah, what, like, how would you do? How could you do that? Or when Kane tombstone Daniel Bryan, with all the history, and obviously it was a protected move, but he did that on on the steel steps. How would it feel if you saw them eating pizza right after that? Like, that just doesn't feel right. Like, again, it's a show, but it needs to be believable. Yeah. It's not like one of the regular shows on there that's that you see them afterwards. Like, again, it just doesn't.
It doesn't make sense.
This is meant to be a storyline.
Just doesn't make sense.
And if it doesn't connect, the audience is going to destroy you.
Just doesn't make sense.
You can only pipe in so many boos or cheers, you know.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Telvin, here's the thing too. Like, I'm also fine with Vakura and Io because they just wanted to see who was good. And like, look, that to me, that's a thing where it's that's competitions at its finest. Honestly, like if you have two different divisions, right? And it's like, hey, I'm the best of my division, you're the best of your division. We're gonna go at it tonight and see who the best is. Like, I got respect for that. That's no problem, right? And at the end of the day, sure, the best in the East versus the best in the West, the best in the North versus the best in the South, whatever you want to call it. I could see still some respect for each other at the end of the day and after that match is over, whoever it is, whether it's wrestling, whether it's basketball, whether it's football, whether it's mixed martial arts, it doesn't matter to me. I could still see some respect because at the end of the day, they still know that they're champion in their land. But like, I don't want to see this whole like Flex is saying too, you're building up storyline for this. I don't want to see 3 months of a story that we're going through, and then 3 months in one day, all of a sudden everybody's just on tee-hee-hee, we're friends again type of status. No. Yeah. Don't give me that. It's ridiculous.
This is why after this show, after we finish this, Bob is going to go on social media and he's going to trash me. Like,
not even close to true.
Okay.
I gotta say that for those in the chat that don't think you're joking. All right, so back to our game, because we haven't even played the game this whole time. Which, you know what? Hey, that's great. That's great.
This is part of entertainment too.
100%.
We're here. We're fans. We talk about the product, the game, and all that. It's good to talk about too.
100%.
Whatever people like about everything. So
I want to showcase this flex moveset because I didn't really love Dom all that much on his first release, but looking at this, I mean, this is really solid stuff. So. Trainers and coaches, we went over, right? We have both of the Juggernaut guys. We got Mello and Santa for the starting MP. We don't even need Santa for this upcoming feud because we get that +1 across the board, but I left him there just in case anyway. We're going to go ahead and hit the Moonsault. We get our 3 Juggernaut gems. We're going to put them down in the corner. Doesn't matter. Typically, we don't have tour perks here, so it would be 6 out of 10 instead. So you can make a 4 match or you can make a 5 match. Doesn't matter either which way with your black gems. So we're going to do that. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll make these into black gems so it doesn't cascade there. And so that will fill our finisher up. And then our finisher is locked and loaded. We're going to reduce our Juggernaut gems, and then we're going to deal a bunch of damage, and then make random black gems, and then the Rumble Plate's going to make even more black gems. The Juggernauts are going to make a bunch of X breaks and give us huge black gem damage, and with the X breaks, that will trigger our Chemical X skill plate. So that one move triggers everything. There's the X's. The X's trigger the Chemical X plate. There's the finisher black gems. There's the Rumble black gems. And there's 140 million damage, which is insane.
Yep, for a free card. And,
insane for an A tier.
Look, without Seth, without Chemical X, you can use the drip blade too if you have the OG drip blade. But without that stuff, there's still other things that you can do. You could also use, I think the braid will work on that too, because it's a dual move, it's a combo move. But he is a great card. He's still going to do like 110 million. Like, he's still going to do a lot of damage, and that's still great for a free card. I'll take that all day. Plus the moment that we got last MLC with him, it also reduces gem damage. So there's a lot of different ways you could actually play him, and instead of just fully offensive, you can do different naughty things. But he is a great card. I love him. I think he's phenomenal.
So I'm going to swap it up here for those of you that don't have all of these fixins like Flex is mentioning. Seth, way more expensive, way rare. Hall of Fame Molly Holly, free. The Bianca's Braid, definitely more obtainable than the Chemical X Plate. We're going to keep the Black Rumble on though. And for those of you that don't want to use Santa, I don't think you will need to, because we're going to have our +1 for the feud. So what else do we have on here for previous? Oh, JD McDonough, also another A tier. That is going to be some extra black. Oh, where did he go here? There we go.
I forgot he was doing black gem damage. So
that is 40% black gem damage for JD there. So huge win there on the black gem damage too. With this feud, all of this will be loaded, locked and loaded, turn 1, ready to go. The one thing that will not be will obviously be the finisher, but all we need to do is make a 3 match now instead of a 4 or a 5 match for this to work. So definitely a lot less rare, and it'll be a little bit less damage, but a lot less rare in terms of what we need to do, and our finisher will be a lot easier to cycle. So we're going to make our
just remember, this is also prior to steps, whether you have 2 or 4. This is prior to any line bonuses or anything else that you're getting.
And there's also, this is also prior to the Steel Cage boost, which I don't know what it is for this specific feud off the top of my head, but it's prior to pretty much all the boosts. All you need now is a 3 match instead of the 5 match, so that's much easier to get going. And then you hit your finisher here. We get a bunch of black gem damage. We get all of our X breaks. We get a bunch of the black gems. And we're going to make even more of the black gems yet again. And with a whole lot less rare stuff and more common stuff, there's 100 mil still. So that's
what 100% gem damage trap on Fury 2s?
Yeah, that's 100 in Fury 2s.
Yep. Beautiful.
It's way up there. One more CSS if anybody else wants to see anything. And then we'll go back over a finale blog read, and then that'll be the end of the stream.
It's been a good one.
Anybody that you want to see on here, Flex? Because I don't know if anybody else in chat is asking for a CSS gameplay.
There was a question about Devil's Drip before, so I'm going to use this as an opportunity to say, let's showcase Raquel Rodriguez, because people still don't believe how strong she is in this game. But she is. I will spoil. How about this? Let me ask you, Bob.
Sure.
Should I spoil with the gem damage number plus, or should we just showcase her first?
We can do either which way. I'm fine with whatever you're thinking.
Here's Showboat Naomi's actually Achilles. She could actually be pretty good. She is just very clicky, and that's something that we could potentially do, but she's not CSS for this particular one. But for Raquel Rodriguez, she is fantastic. She had got new life with the new stuff that's been introduced in the game, and she's not just an all-red gem damage mixed with move damage type card that was very underpowered, that should have been better. She's actually a top tier card now. I haven't maxed her because I feel like I don't need to. I do so much damage with her, and it's just very, very smooth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she is amazing.
Yeah, Durandre, yep. I would put Turtle on her.
Yeah, he wasn't here on previous. There he is. I don't even think we need Santa because we get the
you don't need Santa.
We get the +1. You
don't need Santa, no.
How's about they were doing Gunther? I don't think I want Gunther. I want like Z Bailey.
No. Z Bailey. Who's doing? No, who's playing this? Oh
I know. I look at some of the stuff and I'm so just absolutely dumbfounded.
Oh, I feel like I just lost a year of my life just knowing that.
Can you please show the Dom entourage screen? Oh, sure. Give me 1 second. Let me actually go back to that. Hold on. Before we play Raquel. So for Dom, because that is indeed a good question. So this is what we got for Dom. So we're running the Springboard Moonsault, the Tilt-A-Whirl Arm Drag, and the Frog Splash. And your trainers and coaches are as follows. We got Mello, Hall of Fame Molly Holly, we got Goldberg, and we got JD McDonough. So definitely some tippy top-notch stuff there for our boy Dom. All right, back to Raquel. I believe it was Katie Angela who was asking for the top on the Devil's Drip. So let's go ahead and
she's a top one that doesn't get discussed much. So I wanted to give her give her the flowers that she deserves in this game.
Let's do it. Are we dropping the yeet on her or no?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna drop the yeet on her too?
She deserves the good stuff.
Alright, let's do it.
Our house deserves the good stuff.
Let's do it.
Korea gameplay, please. Oh my goodness, Big Show's trolling tonight.
Big Show, we don't have time for that. That's just the nice answer, okay?
And even if we did, no. Alright? To borrow a famous line, how about no?
Congrats, Jamie.
Maybe next time.
Congrats on your Yeet Usa.
I just got Yeet this week too.
Oh, congrats, dude. That's awesome. Hopefully you got his gear from the week 2 prize wall.
So I did not.
Oh, dang.
I was going to.
Dang.
So I had 19,500. I was 900 short of being able to get his stuff and Goldberg gear because I didn't have the gold.
Yep.
So I'm like, so I ended up getting Punk gear because I pulled Punk last weekend.
Okay.
At 6-star, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get him. I'm gonna get the Goldberg gear to cover both bases on that, and hopefully the Yeet gear because it's a little older. Maybe they'll throw a bone like they did with Don J.
All right. Well, I'm hoping for you. Yeah, I think it's I mean it's up there, but I'm pretty sure it's on this prize wall too. So good luck to getting
on there, like 100.
Good luck to getting the 100. Here's hoping. All right, Katie Angela. So for some Devil's Drip gameplay, what we're gonna do is use our Raquel. We're gonna go ahead and put down our shoulder block, and this is a wonderful area. Yes, it has 2 loot gems, but there's 3 reds, 3 greens, and a blue gem, which is absolutely fantastic. We're going to go ahead and make the bottom 3 rows into column break gems as well. That's going to trigger our Devil's Drip plate, and as you can see, that has peppered another 1, 2, 3, 4 red gems, hysterically enough, with our ×7s, which is huge. And then we're going to use our choose move. We're going to make a 4 match, and then we're going to cover up all of the ×12s and 7s that are loot gems that we can find. And we're going to get rid of a couple of these other really weak gems. So like this yellow and this purple one. Actually, let's go to this purple one too.
Get rid of it.
And there you go. That is going to be some crazy damage on Raquel here. So just like that, there's 125 million damage on Raquel. Insane, if you ask me.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely.
And by the way, it was mentioned in chat. I'm sorry, Bob. Go ahead.
No, I was saying definitely up there for powerhouse female. That was all.
Yeah, and that's clean. That's clean damage, right? And if you have board control, you have everything. Yes, we had some extra reds on there, but at worst, with mine, I have 100% gem damage trapped Fury 2s. Mm-hmm. I'm doing 100 million clean, and she's not maxed, and that's with any board. I think the lowest I ever got was like 98 million.
Yeah.
The other thing that's great about this with her is that, and this Mule actually said this, I was going to say it before too, is that she's a strap swap candidate with McDonald's. Right? So, especially during Flash Weekend.
I love it, McDonald's. Alrighty, y'all. Well, that's it for our gameplay on the day, but it doesn't mean that's it for the stream. We're going back over our blog read. So, it is the Hustlin' Flash Feuds weekend. Hey, John Chenna, you want to destroy some wrestling? Well, how's about crushing some gems with the Champions Universe instead? You can get a special edition Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect poster in the loot, and collecting enough shards both this weekend and next weekend towards his shard unlock point. There is a lot of goodies on the prize wall, and why we were playing, how we were playing. This Friday only, you can grab a free +1 MP feud perk in the store. So don't miss out on this. The old days where we got +1 in feud. As always, everything is subject to change. Don't strike me down for reading this information. The schedule is as follows, pretty straightforward. All of the goodies pretty much begin on reset on the 25th, apart from all the individual War Score competitions. They have their own start times and end times coinciding with the feuds. And of course, Flash feuds themselves begin at 6 p.m. Pacific on the 25th, and they end reset on the 27th. The reward highlights this weekend. We have the MLC Chase Special Edition Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect John Cena. He's a 5,000 shard unlock. There's going to be 1,725 more shards next week's Golden Mania contest. There's 1,260 shards for free in the solo milestones, and in the premium, there is another 1,140 in the solo milestones, 200 in the offers, 400 more in the web shop events. You can get him guaranteed in the top leaderboard rankings, and you can also find his full poster and even more shards in the loot. And for those of you that haven't recruited her yet, Alexa Bliss Twisted Bliss has 180 shards in solo milestones and 120 more in the premium section. Somebody was asking about the main prize wall. Well, here is your picture if you were showing up late. Again, the amounts of shards and the price tags on all of these items, as always, just like I read before, it's subject to change, so don't strike me down for showing you the information. That's all I'm doing here. The gears that are available, the Rhea Ripley Mommy's on Top gear, the CM Punk Voice of the Voiceless gear, the Charlotte Flair Technician Bow Down to the Queen gear, the Jey Uso Yeet gear, hoping that Flex can hit 100 medallions for that one, the Naomi Return of the Glow gear for the one and only Don J, who I don't even know if he's still awake at this point. Maybe if we say it enough, there's Naomi gear. There's Naomi gear. Maybe that'll like bring him back to life. That is available.
Passed out on the initial
I think so too. I haven't seen him since. But that is available. The Maxine Dupree Alpha Academy pink gear. The Tongaloa black gear. Shout out to Tongaloa gear making an appearance this weekend. And the silver edition of Hall of Fame Rey Mysterio gear is available. And that is not all. There is a bunch of shards available. Voice of the Voiceless Punk, Yeet Jey Uso, Mommy's on Top, Rhea, Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax, Jade Cargill, Seth freaking Rollins, King Gunther. The story continues. Cody Rhodes, LA Knight Showboat, the OTC himself, Roman Reigns, one's up. Io Sky, we have Charlotte Flair bow down to the Queen, Jacob Fatu, and CM Punk, best in the world, rounding out the shards. And there is Ultimate Straps, a 150% move damage for Mommy's on Top, a 100% gem defense for Mommy's on Top, and then 150% gem damage straps for Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect Special Edition John Cena, Twisted Bliss, and Jesse the Body Ventura, as well as the cleanup crew of items, straps, gear chips, 6-star gold tokens, moment coins, strap parts, and more. Maybe I'm a weirdo, but I'm actually looking forward to getting some more gear chips this weekend. The Hustlin' bags.
I'm targeting vaccine gear. I want it. Be a weirdo. It's okay. I want that stuff too.
Yeah. I mean, there's some weird gear stuff out there that I like just having, just because why not? The Hustlin' bags, they all have 20 shards of the following characters, and again, probably some more underneath the bottom row there, but there's only so much one screenshot can hold. And there's a very slim chance at Special Edition John Cena. In the solo contest, the max milestone is 12 million points. There is 2,400 Special Edition John Cena shards, 300 Twisted Bliss shards, 7 Hustlin' bags, and 85 Hustlin' prize wall medallions, as well as the top 40 players. They can earn the brand new Hustle, Loyalty, Respect Special Edition John Cena at up to 6-star silver. There's also tasks for beating the Challenge Tour with all of these characters. Twisted Bliss, Alexa Bliss, the new Special Edition Hustle, Loyalty, Respect John Cena, The Last Time Is Now John Cena, Mommy's on Top Rhea Ripley, and Voice of the Voiceless CM Punk. They're all Limit 1. You will get 140,000 points if you defeat the Challenge Tour with each of these characters. The Feud Battlegrounds competition, max milestone 300 million points. The reward highlights are 24 of the class and style shard bags. These guys right up here featured. You will also get 10 Hustlin' prize wall medallions, 10,000 Hustlin' Flash Feud loot coins, and 2.125 million solo points. The first place player gets a 4-star gold John Cena Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect Special Edition. And the top 300 can earn some more gear chips and Hustlin' loot coins on the leaderboards. The CSS are as follows. For Feud 1, it is Special Edition Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect. Limit 2, 6.6 million points. The Chain Gang Special Edition, Limit 2, for 6.6 million points each fight. Logan Paul, Limit 2, for 6.6 million points apiece. And any Dominic Mysterio, Limit 2, for 2.5 million points a fight. Feud 2, The Last Time Is Now. John Cena works his way into the CSS list. Limit 2, 6.6 mil. Yeet Jey Uso and the story Cody Rhodes. Also Limit 2, 6.6 million. And any Drew McIntyre, Limit 2 for 2.5 mil. For Feud 3, we got Twisted Bliss, Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax, and Raquel Rodriguez Powerhouse. All of them are Limit 2 for 6.6 million points apiece. And any SmackDown Limit 2 for 2.5 mil. And for Feud 4, we have Mommy's on Top, Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill, and Return of the Glow, Naomi. All of them Limit 2 as well for 6.6 mil. And any Raw brand Superstar Limit 2 for 2.5 mil. We're on to the Faction Contest. The Faction Contest maxes out one shy of 50 million points. You get points by spending Feud loot coins, prize all medallions, collection, and evolving and fusing up your superstars. There's 3 Hustlin' bags, 1 prize wall medallion, and 30,000 strap parts if you max this contest. The improved leaderboard rewards include these Hustlin' Mania chests. The top leaderboard faction can get 3 of these, and as you can see, there is solo points, prize wall medallions, strap parts, metal bits, TPs, star fragment cases, and tokens, 6 bronze, silver, and gold. The top 1,000 factions can earn up to another 500,000 solo points, strap parts, and 6-star gold tokens on the leaderboard. The War Score contest, 750k is the max. Each one of the War Score competitions, the top one on those leaderboards, can get a 3-star gold John Cena Hustle Loyalty and Respect Special Edition. You will get 150,000 faction points for each War Score competition that you reach your 750k, as well as some more points on the leaderboards. The limited time tours, boy oh boy, are there a bunch of them. On Friday, we have the 24-hour only special edition Cena Tour. On Friday, we have the Challenge Tour, 6 stars required. The CSS for normal and hard is any modern. The CSS for hell mode is any SmackDown. On Friday, we also have the Body, the Showboat Tour, where CSS is Jesse the Body Ventura. On Friday, we have the new Bloodline Tour, where all of the new Bloodline, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sokoa, and your OTC are CSS. On Friday, we also have the Cody Rhodes Tour, where guess what? Any Cody Rhodes is the CSS. And for Friday, we have the SmackDown Tour, where Charlotte Flair, Bow Down to the Queen, Return of the Glow, Naomi, and Shotzi, Eat My Tank, are the CSS, which I don't understand still to this moment where she came from. On Saturday, we got the Gunther Tour, where any LA Knight is a CSS and any Imperium. And on Saturday, we have the Epic Matches Tour with LA Knight, Showboat, CM Punk, Voice of the Voiceless, and Drew McIntyre. Any Drew McIntyre are the CSS. And rounding out our tours on Sunday on Raw, we have Tiffy Time, Tiffany Stratton, Raquel Rodriguez, Powerhouse, and Watch Me Live are the CSS. Belair is the modern requirement for the female tours, and any Bianca is your CSS. The WrestleMania Tour with the Judgment Day Rhea Ripley, Mommy's on Top Rhea Ripley, and Heavy Metal Rhea Ripley are your CSS. And on the Championship Tour, we have Io Sky Damage Control, Jade Cargill, and Liv Morgan Oblivion as your CSS. Rewards 20 prize wall medallions, 6.3 million contest points for the solo, 4 Hustlin bags, and the Hustlin Feud boost. And real quick, we're not going through the timers, but you have your feud lineups here. You already have this one in game, no need to go over it. Feud 2, you got Punk and Open, any Cody 6 silver, any Tech 6 star and Open for the mid row, any NXT 5 star, any Striker, any New Gen, Open for the bottom row. I will go over the Steel Cage boost as 50% green and black gem, 100% color turn and power gem. For Feud 3, we got Twisted Bliss and Open in the top, any Bianca 6 silver or higher, any Striker 6 star or higher, and any Open in the middle row. And we got any SmackDown 5 star or higher, any Powerhouse, any Legend, and Open for the bottom row with 50% red and blue gem damage and 100% trap gem and column break damage. So looking forward to just how much crazy damage Raquel can do with 25% column break damage, 100% column break damage, 50% red gem damage, and +1 starting red MP on top of the Friday MP boost. She is going to be quite strong. And for the final feud, we got Mommy's on Top and Open for the top lane. We got any Naomi 6 star silver or higher, any Showboat 6 star and Open for the mid lane, any Raw 5 star or higher, any Tech, any Hall of Fame, and Open for the bottom. We got red and green for the bonuses, and we got multiply gems at 50% and botch gems at 100% for feud number 4. As always, join the chance to win the weekend character on the forum giveaway. The way that you can enter the forum giveaway is by hopping onto the forum and giving your constructive feedback on the contest for a chance to win the brand new special edition Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect John Cena. Well, there you have it, y'all. That is it for the stream. It was a fun one. We're already running late, but I don't mind. It meant that I got to hang out with y'all. It meant that I got to hang out with Flex for just a little bit longer. Hopefully, you all had a fun and enjoyable Thursday night hanging out with us, talking about the game, talking about Mania, getting some CSS gameplay in, talking about wrestling just in general was a blast today, and just having some fun. So hopefully you all enjoyed it. Flex, any parting words for our lovely folks in the chat?
Enjoy the weekend ahead. I hope you enjoyed the month that was, and next weekend we will be having everyone's favorite mode, boss battle. So enjoy it this weekend. Because next one might not be the same. But this was great, Bob. I enjoyed the extra time. Sorry for being delayed, but like I said,
No
good things
problem.
come to those who wait. I didn't deliver on that tonight, but we had a great show, and I enjoyed talking wrestling and the game obviously too. So hope everyone else enjoyed. I'm sure they did.
Ain't no problem whatsoever. Chat, hopefully you all enjoyed. I had a fun stream. I know Flex did too. And hopefully you all had a fun stream as well. But that is it for tonight. It is time for the lounge to close up shop. And I will see you all next week on this lovely channel. But until that time, chat, have a good one.